Hello and welcome to my little bookish corner of the internet. My name's Harriet. Today I'm going to be showing you what I did on my birthday. So my birthday was the 5th of May and we actually went down to King's Lynn. Now I haven't been to King's Lynn in a really long time, ever since I was a kid pretty much, and when I went there I didn't really focus in on like architecture or anything like that. So it was really nice to go there and do that. There's so many places that I haven't seen, so many beautiful buildings. There's this incredible library there. There's so much nature and it was just a really beautifully well kept place. So we walked around there for quite a while actually, and we did end up in a Waterstones. So I will have a book haul at the end of this video and like a birthday kind of haul that is bookish centric. But yeah, we spent a lot of time in Milton Keynes and then did actually eventually end up at the beach, and that was really lovely. We ate our lunch by the seaside, spent probably about 2 hours there. I did get slightly sunburnt, so if you do see that on my shoulders then I do apologise, but it was just overall a really lovely day. I then went to have dinner with my family as well, my parents and my brother. My mum cooked me dinner, which was really nice, and then I opened up my presents and things. So I'm going to share with you now some of the bits that I got for my birthday that are bookish themed. I'm not going to show you everything that I got because I'm sure some of it you will not be interested in, but these are all of the bookish themed items. So the first item that I'm going to show you is actually from my brother, and he does know me extremely well, clearly because he bought me this fabulous tote bag which is themed to Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, which is a book that I read a little while ago. I think it was possibly before I even started this whole booktube account, but it's something that I really want to reread, and this is such a good quality tote bag. So on the back it has got the quote, "Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same," and it's just really nice green colour. It's got Wuthering Heights on the side there, and then it's actually got a button closure or fastening, and then on the inside it's even got a zip pocket, which is amazing. So yeah, I'm going to be using this quite a lot. And then to go with this, he actually got me a little matching coin purse or card holder as well, and it's just super cute. It seems like the brand is well read, so if I can find this online I'll link it down below so you can check it out. If not, I'll just leave the company down there so you can have a little look at what they've got. But this is super cute and I'm going to be taking it everywhere with me. So with the new bags that I bought, I've got Loungefly backpacks, and sometimes if I'm taking loads of stuff to work I can't actually fit books in the bag as well, so I have to take a tote bag. So this is going to be the tote bag that I take with me, and yeah, it's just really lovely. So I'm very grateful to have this. And then the 6 books that I'm going to show you next are actually all from my partner Callum. So I have been spoiled rotten. I'm really excited to get to all of these books. They're in a big pile here next to me, and one of them we, like I say, purchased when we were in King's Lynn in Waterstones. The other ones were the presents that I opened in the morning. So I'll start with those and then I'll show you the one that we picked up when we were in King's Lynn. So we'll start with the one that doesn't really fit the theme of the others, but I am super excited about. I didn't actually know this book existed until about a week ago, so Callum obviously very sneakily went back into Waterstones and picked it up for me. But it is by Leonard Cohen and it's called The Flame. I have only listened to a couple of songs by this artist and I really liked them. I kind of liked the dark and religious side of his music. I found it incredible. So this is the last collection of poetry that he actually wrote, and I think his son was the one that helped to publish this. But yeah, it's a collection of poetry pieces and it just looks beautiful. It's got some hand drawings in there as well, which are really unique. And yeah, I'm just really excited to get to this. As I say, I really like the themes within this artist's music, and I think the lyrics are really beautiful, so I'm hoping that the poetry will be kind of similar. And I've been really getting into poetry recently. It's something that I've been dipping my toes into slowly, but I am really enjoying it, so hopefully I will be able to get to this one. And poetry is one of those things that you can just read whenever, so I don't have to sit down and read the whole thing, which is quite nice. I can use it as an escape from really long books that I'm reading, like The Terror, which I'm reading at the moment, which is taking me forever because it is 900 pages long. So this will be a nice break from that. And I've got 2 classics that kind of fit into that religious side of things. So we have got Dante's Inferno. This is such a gorgeous edition. I just think that it is really pretty. And this depicts one man's horrifying journey into the depths of hell. Inferno is the first part of Dante's Divine Comedy and is a soaring spiritual epic that continues to echo through the centuries with its moving portrayal of human sin and the tragedy of those condemned to eternal damnation. I believe this is written in verse, I'm not sure, but it's got some really nice illustrations in there depicting hell, which is very interesting. I have never really read a book like this before, and I've been really interested in different religions at the moment, just reading about them. I'm not necessarily saying that I am going to suddenly have a belief or anything like that, but I do think it's really good to educate yourself on different religions. So this will be very interesting to read. And then I've also got Paradise Lost by John Milton. This is again one of those classics, and I think this one is written in verse as well. And all I know is this is a biblical epic. That's all I'm aware of. I think it is really nice that Callum put the effort in to go and find books that he thought I would like, rather than ones that I have specifically asked for. I always find that really lovely. So I'm very excited to get to this, but also nervous because it is really big. But it's such a lovely front cover, and I do love these cloth-bound classics. I think they just look really nice on the shelves. So yeah, another classic. And then we get on some mythology. Now, both of these, I suppose you could call them non-fiction in a way, definitely the first one that we'll show you. So this one I've never actually seen before. It's called The Celtic Myths That Shape the Way We Think by Mark Williams. And this is talking about different Celtic myths and how they affect our lives today and how they've been carried through different centuries and the ways that the stories have been changing and everything. So this is definitely a non-fiction about Celtic myths and mythology. It's such a beautiful front cover. The book itself is just gorgeous. It's got some pictures and things throughout, different art over the centuries depicting different myths. And I have just been really into mythology at the moment, and not so much the fictional side, more like factual or different stories that have been told over many, many years, as opposed to kind of modern retellings and things like that. So this is a super lovely book, and I think it just is gorgeous. It just looks really nice, and it will definitely be a very interesting read. Whereas Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman, I think this has been written in more of a story kind of style. Callum did actually read a couple bits to me on the morning of my birthday after I opened it, and I read a couple bits to him. It's really nice to read out loud sometimes. I don't know if we're the only couple that does that, but I just find that it's very transportive. If someone else is reading it to you, you can kind of close your eyes and imagine all of these things as opposed to focusing on reading the actual thing. But then when I read it out loud, I don't take in hardly any of the story. So I have to ask Callum what on earth just happened, because I'm focusing on pronouncing everything correctly. But I really love Neil Gaiman's writing. I've only tried a couple of his books so far, but this is just, again, a really gorgeous book and focusing in on Norse mythology, which is very interesting. And then this last book I have not seen before the day of my birthday, and I saw it in the Woodstones towards the front. It just really caught my eye. I have recently read a book called The Fens by Frances Pryor, and I really enjoyed it. It was a wonderful non-fiction novel, so I'm hoping that this will give me the same kind of feelings. So that is To Everything a Season, The View from the Fen by Charles Moseley. This is, again, just the front cover that I like. This is the kind of style that I really enjoy. All these books are so beautiful. So this, again, is a non-fiction, and it's following the author's experience living in the Fens and noticing the change in the seasons and the way that the Fens change depending on the time of year, which, again, is something I'm really interested in at the moment, is the changing of the seasons and just focusing on the natural beauty of the world. So when I saw this, I was actually just going to buy it for myself, but Callum said, no, I'm going to buy it for you for your birthday. So he did very kindly buy it for me, and it's just beautiful. I don't know if it's got any illustrations. Let's have a little look. Okay, it's got a handful of illustrations throughout, but not too many. And it's not a very long read, but I think it's going to be very educational and really beautiful to read as well. Very thoughtful and thought-provoking. So yeah, those are all of the books and bookish items that I was extremely lucky to receive on my birthday. I did have a really lovely day, and thank you if you did wish me a happy birthday over on my Instagram or my Facebook. Please let me know if you've read any of these books or if you are interested in any of them. But that is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!